Saints will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he bumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. So the Florida State Seminoles offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling. When they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Give to the big fullback. On the move at the 30. There's a live football. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Slips through the line. Powers through. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this corner...
Coming out aggressively. It's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got loose, it was all over. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
The ball is out behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Cephas. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole.
Touchdown, Canes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chance.
And now the ball's loose in the end zone. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the move, it's Parks.
Returner is tackled at the 46.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football and they score.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Oh, big juke to get past. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quarterback adapting. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. What kind of field position can he? And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Miami! Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. That's a live ball. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And the beatdown has ensued. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
Hey, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And
they cough it up near their own goal. And that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on it, but they'll give up the deuce. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets away from one, finds some space. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
it's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep the rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job.
He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Kane. And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And now the ball is knocked free. Corralled by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his block. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
They'll try the left side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Steps away. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside, and the ball is loose on the return. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.